Hello and welcome to your simplified coin review. So today we are going to be talking about Tron. Is it a scam? Is it legit? Should you buy it? Not financial advice. But before we do that, go ahead, click that subscribe button, follow us along so you can get all of our coin reviews, news videos, and a lot more. If you're a fan of Tron, go ahead, hit that like button so more people get to see this and know what Tron is. So first, let's head on over to CoinMarketCap. Right now, to give you a reference point, today is the 5th of May. It is Cinco de Mayo. And Tron right now is coming in at number 10. So recently, Tron has charged from 11 to 9 and back down to 10. Kind of IOTA, Tron, and Neo are all fighting for those final two top 10 spots. Not that it really makes any difference other than saying we're in the top 10. But, you know, Tron had quite a climb last week, and it has been falling just a little bit. But it had a dip yesterday, but it has came up. Today it's up 4.5%. Right now it's at 886 Satoshis. So let's talk about the numbers with Tron. The market cap is $5.766 billion. The volume over 24 hours is 735 million. A lot of trading with this token. Circulating supply is 65 billion Tron, and the total supply is 100 billion Tron. So that's way more than I usually like as far as their total supply. But, you know, at the end of the day, it can get gains just like other ones. So let's look at the chart here. So let's go back to January, if you will. Or let's go to December. And as you can see, Tron had quite the rally. It got all the way up to around 30 cents in US dollars, I believe. I can't really find it. 25 cents. I remember it being around 30 cents. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. But I know that it went way high, and it's been on quite the climb recently since we started what we would probably consider to be a bull market, and it's still not even touching all-time highs. A lot of people think that back in January when Tron was really pumping, it was just way overvalued. I think that's kind of crazy to nitpick it like that because pretty much everything was overvalued at that point. We're getting to be a little bit more mature in the altcoin markets because let's face it, altcoins, while Bitcoin has been around since 2009, I believe, and it really started getting popular in 2013 and 2014. Even though you might say, oh, I'm an OG, I've been in altcoin since 2014, the vast majority of people who are in altcoins right now have been in them since either mid-year 2017 up through December. You have some people that were in the beginning of last year, and you saw probably awesome gains. So you can't really understand Tron without understanding Justin Sun. He's the founder of Tron, and he's the face of Tron. He's one of what I would consider the faces of cryptocurrency right now. Maybe I should have him on the show. But you really can't get one without the other. The Tron Foundation and Justin Sun, as we'll look at in their Twitter in a little bit, like they're always retweeting each other, and it's really sometimes hard to know which one is which because you're getting so much Tron information directly from the founder and directly from the Tron Foundation. So Justin Sun, he went to the University of Pennsylvania, San Francisco, California is where he claims to live, but I believe that he spends a lot of time in China still if he doesn't actually live there. He is the founder and CEO of Tron, the founder and chairman and CEO of Peiwo. And if you don't know Peiwo, basically it is the Snapchat of China. So let's talk about China for just a brief moment. China, as a communist country, and what their government has done is they blocked off most of the internet from China. So China doesn't have Google. China does not have Facebook. China does not have Snapchat. So just like, I don't think that, I could probably investigate this a little bit more, but I don't think we can get access to their apps either. So we're kind of separated from each other. And so what Peiwo is, it's the Chinese equivalent to Snapchat. And why is that important? It's important because the founders and makers of these Chinese equivalent apps, China has their own version of Facebook. They have their own version of Google. I don't know what Google is, but the big social media app they use in China is called WeChat. And the interesting thing about all of these Chinese-only apps and websites and social media platforms is the developers took what was working very, very well for the American or rest of the world equivalents, and they made it better. The Chinese have shown a real knack for improving upon the technology that the rest of us in the world use. And so China is getting their own versions of these apps, but they're better. And so Peiwo is one of these. It's a big, it's huge in China. And so what was he doing before he started that? He was the chief representative and advisor for Ripple. So I'm not really sure what that necessarily has to do with Tron, other than Justin Sun got a lot of exposure there. He was able to network. He was able to understand the Ripple network and how its protocols and everything like that. And then he's taken it and he's started Tron, which Ripple and Tron aren't really close to the same thing. But obviously, when you're in one of these higher up cryptocurrencies, like I said, you're getting a lot of exposure, you're getting a lot of contacts, you're really seeing the inner workings of blockchain, and so I'm sure that helped him in both of his next endeavors. So let's go to a quick video I want to show you guys. So we're going to watch a little clip of Justin Sun's announcement. Let's look at this live stream.
So just in case some of the the new followers, they didn't know what we are doing, because some of the people may see the movie, the Tron movie. So some people may think that it's like I know the movie. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah, so basically I will just invest in Tron because of the movie, because it's kind of cool, right?
Okay, so it's very important to note here that Justin Sun supposedly speaks 5 languages. English is like his 5th language, but this does not communicate well for Tron. When Justin Sun comes on a live stream and is not prepared, he said and like about 1 million times. I know sometimes when I'm doing my videos, I say or maybe like, or I say so a lot, whatever it might be, but I also don't have a multi-billion-dollar company counting on me. For these types of messages to English American-speaking viewers, it may be best to come from someone else, because it doesn't come across very well to the fringe investor that doesn't know a ton about Tron. Also, with these live streams, they were also supposed to be partnered by announcements. And during this live stream, he mentioned a few companies. I think Game.com, maybe Obike. He mentioned some that are big in China, but not really big in other parts of the world. So these announcements he does are big flops. They have been so far. When the best news has come out of Tron, it hasn't even been through an announcement, and it's kind of really like buy the news, sell, or buy the rumor, sell the news. But I do think that the Justin Sun announcements through live streams are not his strong suit. I think they're really communicating through Twitter, where he can really plan out what he wants to say. It comes across better. And I would be very interested, if you do know Chinese and you've ever heard him speak in Chinese, let us know. Drop us a comment. Let us know what he sounds like, because obviously I don't know. I don't understand Chinese. So if you know something, drop us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. So all that being said, let's now move to the Tron website. So what is Tron trying to do? And Justin Sun actually talked about it on that announcement, and it was the first time I had heard someone speak about this. Now, since then, I've heard others, but Tron wants to make the web decentralized again. So he was explaining in that live stream that, EOS is not his competitor. Some of these other infrastructure coins and tokens are not his competitors. He was saying that his competitors are Google and Facebook, which makes sense why a lot of these companies are basically against cryptocurrency at this point, because you have people like Justin Sun coming out and saying, we want to make a new internet. We want to make an internet 2.0, if you will, to where, think about it, if you could have a decentralized social media that was just like Facebook, except Facebook didn't have your information, then how cool would that be? And same thing for Google, that you could use all of the good sides of Google without using the negative aspects, which is the data sharing, the data theft that they do from us. So in that respect, I think Tron's trying to do something really, really big. So Tron is one of the largest blockchain-based operating systems in the world. So Tron strives to construct a global free content entertainment system utilizing blockchain technology. This protocol allows each user to freely publish, store, and own data. And it just goes on to talk a little bit about some partners and some other aspects which we'll look at. So it is a decentralized application that you can trust. We strive to create a decentralized internet that allows everyone to freely create content, websites, and applications without relying on centralized services. So exactly what we were talking about with the Internet 2.0. So it's a smart contract economy, similarly to Ethereum. In the new internet era, the legislative power will be transformed from an opaque, centralized authority to transparent codes. Rules and protocols will be entirely transparent and based on faithfully executed smart contracts. So it is trying to integrate the blockchain, smart contracts, the decentralized network, digital assets. They're issued by anyone. So basically, it is peer-to-peer sharing of Tron on their network. The burgeoning Web 4.0 ecosystem. So I said Internet 2.0. They're trying to make Web 4.0. So Tron is a representative of the Web 4.0 ecosystem. Over 100,000 users from more than 100 countries have become a part of this network with ever-expanding boundaries. So it just shows you how many people are joining this. And I did notice here, you can register for the Tron website. Where did that go here? I clicked on it. Okay, so you can sign up for the Tron network here. Let's see what this does. And when you register for Tron, look, you get to play the Binance game. So I signed up for the registration, but I haven't received an email yet. I don't know how long it takes, but you can sign up for their website. I'm sure that may be for some kind of email marketing they do. If you're a member already of the Tron website, then let us know. So you can go to their About Us page, and they have Justin Sun's information here along with their team. Looks like they're all getting ready for a UFC fight. From my understanding, I'm not sure who they're trying to fight with. I guess maybe with Facebook. But they have quite a large team. They're all listed on the website. I'm sure they're lower level employees. But, I like that they like to put all their people out there. They have their trajectory. It started in March 2014. It's basically their roadmap. First quarter of 2018, they launched their testnet and mainnet. So that's where we are right now with Tron. So one aspect of Tron is, like so many other coins and tokens, are decentralized apps. So you can already see some of the decentralized apps that are working with Tron. Paywo, as we mentioned, is kind of like Snapchat. Game.com is a Chinese website where people can play games. Odyssey is Odyssey Coin. You may know that. It has been charging up coin market cap lately. Gifto is a gift exchange. It also has been heading up coin market cap. Kitty Live, Sammy, GSC, Miko, Baofeng, Xingying, and Obike. I believe Obike is like, maybe in Chicago you've seen this where you can just rent a bike from a machine. I think it's similar to that in China. If I'm wrong on that, just let me know. But I think that is basically what it is. So let's head on over to their social media. They have very strong social media with Tron. As you see here, they have a new logo that is the same Tron symbol, if you will, along with a red background instead of black. I really like that, sprucing it up a little bit. I wonder if part of the reason they did this was to differentiate themselves from EOS, because EOS and Tron have very similar logos. So that red really separates it. So I'm big on branding and logos and things like that. So I think that's really important for them. So they have a lot of announcements. As you can see, here's Justin Sun on the Tron Foundation Twitter page. They've retweeted him 3 times in a row. And they're very active. They actually tweet usually several times a day, which is much more than most that we've been looking at. So they've got a very strong social media team. The community behind Tron is also extremely strong. But I would say the three strongest communities, in my opinion, in cryptocurrency is Tron, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. They all have super passionate communities, and that's a good thing for a coin, obviously. So here is the Tron Whitepaper. Obviously, we don't have time to really go over all of it, but they have a social media platform, they have a blockchain platform, they have content and data storage, are basically the three main aspects of Tron. Everything else kind of fits within that network. Like here's a good example, the P2P network. Maybe that was what I was signing up for. I'll check my email in a second to see if I get that registration link. The P2P network would be where we're able to send Tron back and forth. That's part of the social media platform. The smart contract, the ecosystem we talked about, that's part of the blockchain platform. Obviously, when it comes to content storage, it's really just storage. So file storage and self-operation of storage network. So in the white paper, they compare Tron to other coins such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. They talk about the market size. They talk about where this could possibly fit into people's everyday life. So they've got lifestyle, gambling, games, entertainment, file sharing, mobile apps. So here's a diagram. Like I said, we're not going to get too much into the white paper. I do want to talk about the scandal with the white paper. If you guys haven't seen the Portlandia episode about Bart Scampson, you should check that out. It's pretty funny. It's basically a mockery of what they call simultaneous idea creation or something like that. Simultaneous thought. It's a legal term. It means that two people have the same idea at the same time. So, I haven't read all of the evidence on this, but there is a suggestion that Tron's white paper was copied from a lot of other sources. To me, I'm not going to nitpick this too bad. I just want to bring it up because it is something that's floating out there. Basically, there are parts that are supposedly copied from IPFS or the Filecoin paper. But, so many coins and tokens out there do that. They take parts of other white papers, combine them, merge them together. In this cryptocurrency ecosystem we're in right now, there's 1,600 coins. It's hard to come up with individual thoughts about new creative thoughts about what to do with a coin because so many people out there are doing it, and you may want to do something different with a cryptocurrency or an ICO launch, but yet there's aspects of other ones that would fit into what you're doing. So of course you want to rewrite it. You don't want to copy it verbatim, but there is a lot of evidence that a lot of this was copied. So I don't know if it's like I said, simultaneous idea creation, or if they really did just go in there and copy it. It's really hard to say at this point. Okay, so I did get my registration link, so that was good. It took a little bit of time, but not very much. Here is a Tron Migration notice. I wonder if this is kind of the social media platform. I don't know. I'm looking at this for the first time with you guys. So I'm signed in here, and this is just the website we've already seen. Okay, so now I have entered into my profile page because everything else on the website looked pretty much the same. You can deposit Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tron. You have a little wallet on here. Let's see, my plan. No results. Okay. And I guess that's pretty much it that I can see right now. I can't see anything else that I can click. I can edit my profile, my plan. There's nothing there. Reset password. I don't want to do that. So I guess this is probably where they're trying to collect some type of data in order not to collect the data. But once the peer-to-peer system is out, the social media aspect, maybe I'll have the inside track on it because I already have a profile. So if you know something else about this Tron network, I honestly didn't even know this was something I could sign up for until I started looking into this. Let us know. We'd like to hear if you've got some kind of experience in the Tron platform, or if you've used the wallet, let us know how that's going. So that is pretty much Justin Sun, Tron, some scandals involving Tron. That's all of that in a nutshell. I hope this review has been really helpful for you to understand what Tron's doing. Do your own research. That's one thing with a lot of these top 10 coins. people are investing and they don't even know what they're investing in. So do your research, learn more about Tron. You can go to their website. There's tons of resources out there. That's why this review is really just simply an overview. There's so much information out there about Tron. It is really hard to make a 20-minute video about it when there's so much floating out there. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video. I think I gave Tron a fair shakedown, unbiased opinion of what Tron is, what it's trying to do. I gave you the pros and the cons. So let more people see the video by liking it. So until next time, that was your simplified coin review.